Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to start with a new topic that is subquery. So this topic is very important and this is also the most misunderstood topic in SQL. So basically, we are going to divide this particular topic in three videos or three parts. In the first part, we learn about what is subquery and will apply where you can use this particular subquery. In the second part, we will learn some intermediate concepts such as correlated subqueries, what are non-correlated subqueries, and also see what is the execution of subqueries. Then in the third part, we'll learn about some operators such as in, exist, any, all, and so on. So let us start with our today's video. So what is a subquery basically? So in simple words, a subquery is nothing but a query inside another query. So there is a query, inside that there is another query. Now, how will the execution take place in simple words? The inner query will run first and it will give us some result. That result will be used by the outer query and then we'll get a final result. Let us understand this with the help of an example. So select employee name, salary from the table employees, where salary is greater than select average salary from employees. Basically, this is our inner query and this is the outer query. This is the outer query and this is a subquery or the inner query. So first this particular query will run. Select average salary from employees. So when this particular query will run, we will get a value that is average salary value. Now this particular result or the value will be used by this outer query where salary is greater than this particular value. And then we'll get the final result. Okay, I hope you understood the step-by-step working of how a subquery, simple basic subquery executes. Okay, so this is what I have explained you how it works. Let's say this particular inner query gives us a result 68667. Now this 68667 is given a result or a particular value which will be used by the outer query while filtering where salary is greater than 68667. So this filtering will take place and only that employees will be displayed whose salary is greater than the average salary. Now, in today's video, we are going to focus on writing a subquery and we'll write the subquery in where clause, in select clause, and in from clause. So these three things we are going to study today in this particular video with the examples. So for the demonstration purpose, I have created a database that is subquery demo and inserted here some tables. So okay, let me execute this command. So the tables are your department and inserted some values, employees table and customers table and the orders table. I will show you basically for the tables, this is the employees table. Then select star from departments. This is the departments table with 4 departments. Then select star from customers and then select star from orders. Okay, so this is the overview of the all the tables. So let us start with our topic that is subqueries. So let us write the same query that we discussed now. Select employee name, comma, the salary. Okay, from the table employees. Okay, where the salary is greater than average salary. Now for finding the average salary, I am writing one more query here. That is select the average salary. Okay, from the table employees. Now what will happen? First, this particular query will run. If I run this single particular query, I will get some salary 65333.33. Now this particular query will return a result that is 65333.33. Now this will be filtered here where salary is greater than 65,333 like this. Now if I execute this as a whole query, I will get that only that employees whose salary is greater than 65,333. 90,000, 75,000, 85,000, 95,000 like this. So I hope you understood how subquery executes. Now this subquery is nothing but subquery in where clause, correct? So what this particular subquery in where clause is doing, it is filtering your result based on this particular query. So for that we use subquery in where clause. Now let us understand the next thing, that is subquery in select. Subquery in select. So we can also put subquery directly in the select list. This is known as scalar subquery. So it will return only one row and one column. So let's say, for example, show me, show each employee salary and the company average side by side. So what I want, show each employee salary and company average side by side. So this is the particular problem that I have given. So how I can write subquery for this? So select what I want, employee salary. So employee name, comma, the salary of the employee. And I want the company average side by side. So here in the select statement itself, I can write a subquery. So select the average salary from employees as average salary. So particular column will give name as average salary. Let's say I want to also display what is the difference between the actual salary of the employee and the average salary. So here I can write the next column, that is salary minus select average salary from employees. Here also I'm including a query in the select statement itself. Salary minus the average salary. Okay. As difference from average, and take this particular from the table employees. Okay. Also make sure that where salary is not null. It's also important. So here I'm applying one filter. I don't want a salary whose value is null. I want only non-null value salaries. If I execute this particular command, I will get all the employee names, their salary, the average salary. Here you can see for every record, the average salary is same and difference from the average salary. So it will make difference. 90,000 minus 65,000. Like this, 75,000 minus 65,000. Now this difference, some of the difference will be in positive, some of them will be negative. So I can here say that this particular employee whose difference is in negative, their salary is less than average salary. For whom the difference is positive, their salary is greater than the average salary, like this. Okay. Now, why we require this particular? Now, what this particular query will do us? So, this particular query is very helpful if we want to compare the results. We have to compare the salary, average salary, and the difference. So, very good. But actually, now here there were only 10 records. But what if the records are very huge? We have very large tables. If we have many large tables, the subquery in select will run per row. So for large table, we can't use this particular query basically. So if I have 10,000 rows, it will run 10,000 times. If I have 1 lakh rows, it will run 1 lakh times. Okay. So for that, we can consider using a join or window functions for it. And this advanced concept, what is window function and how we can use join with a subquery. Okay, we'll learn this in the further videos also. Okay, for now, understand how we can use subquery in select statement. Now let us understand about subquery in from statement. Subquery in from clause or from. This is nothing but known as a derived table. Now I will let you know what is a derived table. So you're treating the result as a table basically. So whatever inner query will execute first, it will result in into a basically a table that is known as a derived table. Okay, and that particular table will be used by the outer query. Let us try to understand this with an example. Let's say find departments where the average salary is above 70,000. So basically, first I need to filter the departments, or first I need to find what is the average salary and then filter that particular departments where the average salary is greater than 70,000. So here, what I can write here, select department. Basically, first I will write a inner query. Okay. Select department ID, comma the average salary, correct? As average salary. Okay. From the table employees. Okay. Where salary is not null. We don't want null salaries. And group by department ID because we want department wise. So if I execute this particular query, what I will get? Uh, Unknown column department ID. Okay, department ID. DEPT. Okay. If I execute this particular query, I will get department-wise average salary. Correct. Okay. Now this is my particular query which result into a table. This table is nothing but a derived table. If I execute this particular query, I got some result, and this result is nothing but department-wise average salary. And this result is nothing but in the form of table, in the form of multiple rows, multiple columns. So this is nothing but a derived table. Now from this table, I want that department whose salary is greater than 70,000. Correct? So this is my inner query. Now I will write a outer query. Now outer query will become something like this. So I want to select that particular department ID, and I want to select the salary or the, yes, average salary. Okay. Now, when you create this particular inner query, this is my inner query and this is nothing but a derived table. I need to give this particular query or a particular this inner query a name, or this particular table some name. So let's say I'm going to write here from select the department ID average salary from this particular table. Correct? This is my table, derived table. And this particular table's name is, let's say, T. I'm giving the table name as T. So here, from this particular table that is named T, select the T dot department ID. Select the department ID from which table? T. So T dot department ID, and select the average salary from which table? T. So I will write T dot average salary. I hope you understood this. So select T dot department ID and T dot average salary from this particular table as T. This table name is as T, such that where the average salary is greater than T means T dot average salary is greater than 70,000. If I execute this particular command, I'm going to get the result department ID 1 with the average salary greater than 70,000. So I hope you understood how we executed the subquery in from clause. Now let us understand the another concept, that is scalar versus multiple row subqueries. Okay, what is scalar subquery? That will only give us one row, one column basically. Okay, so for difference, I can write here scalar returns one row, one column, and multiple row subqueries, it will return multiple rows. Okay, now what are the operators, or it is used with what? So in scalar, used with is equal to, greater than, less than, then greater than equal to, less than equal to, then not equal to, like this. But in multi-row, it is used with in, not in, exist, any, and all. So these are the keywords, basically operators we use. So in scalar we use these operators, and in multi-row we use these particular operators. Let us understand this with an example. So first we'll understand the scalar. Okay. So let's say select the employee name, comma, from the employees, basically. From the employees where the salary is equal to, select max salary, okay, from employees. So what I'm going to write, what is this query basically? Okay. Basically, this is my inner query and this is my outer query. First inner query will run. It will select the max salary, some value, and whatever is the value, then it will select the employee name holding that max salary. Correct? So if I execute this particular thing, I will get a single row and single column. One row, one column. That is Hank. So Hank is the employee who has a maximum salary, basically. Okay. Now, what if I want multiple rows? So for multiple rows, I can execute like this. Select the employee name from employees, from employees, where department ID in select department ID from departments. Okay, where department ID name in basically engineering, this is first name, and let's say marketing. So basically what this particular query means, first we'll understand that. So I will just make it like this. Let us run this separately. So select the department ID from the departments where department ID like this. So let's see if I'm executing now like this. Okay, executed. So what output I'm getting? Multiple row output I'm getting. So basically department ID 1 and department ID 2 belongs to either engineering or marketing. So this in keyword we have already discussed in our previous videos. It is nothing but replacement of or operators. So where department name is engineering or department name is marketing, anything I can take. So basically I'm getting multiple row output here, 1 and 2. Now here, this particular query will return two department IDs 1 and 2. And then we will select employees who belongs to these department IDs 1 and 2. So if I execute this particular query now, if I execute this particular query as a whole now, then I will get a multiple query output. So there is some error basically here. Syntax error is there basically. So here one more bracket will come here basically. If I execute this query now, I will get all the employees who belongs to department 1 and department 2, that is of engineering and marketing. So this is the basically the difference between a scalar and multiple rows. So in scalar only we get one row and one column. In multiple rows we get multiple rows as output. Okay. So I hope you understood this. Now we'll try to understand why why equal to is wrong operator in multiple rows. Basically in scalar what we make use of equal to here, right? What if I make use of equal to operator in multiple rows? What will happen? Let us try to understand this with an example. So let's say I'm writing select employee name from employees. Okay. Where the department ID is equal to, and then select the department ID from departments. Okay. Okay. I'm writing this. If I execute this particular command, basically select department ID from departments. Here, if I execute only this particular command, select department ID from departments, what I will get? I will get all the department ID in the departments table 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how I can just make it equal to that particular? So this particular query is returning me 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. How I can equate this department ID to the 4 values? So this particular query will give us an error. So what is the error? Error is subquery returns more than one row. So for more than one row, we cannot use the equal to operator. If I use here, if I use here in operator, if I use here in operator, then it will work. Basically, in operator will work it as a or operator. So it will check whether department ID is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So if I execute this particular thing for a multiple row output, then it will get executed. I will get all the employees with department ID 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how single row and multi-row queries works. And we cannot use the operators that are used in the single row with a multiple row. Okay. So I hope you understood this. And so today we talk about this in operator. There is a separate video where we will talk about the in, not in, exist, any, all these operators in much detail, in very detail, in the separate video that is a part 3 of this particular subqueries. In today's video, we understood what is subqueries and we try to write queries related to subqueries in where clause, from clause, in select statement, and try to understand about the scalar and multiple row outputs. Okay. If you found today's video interesting and helpful, do like, share, and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning.